You know how you have an argument, then you get pissed, but you don't want to get pissed because you're either very close to this person or you just know you're gonna lose eventually. And the only way to get out of that trouble is to wisecrack. Why is wisecracking good? Because in an argument, there's always a winner and a loser, and for each there's 80-20 percentage of chances that they know who is right and wrong. If you wisecrack, the disability for them to know better lowers their percentage of knowledge down by 30%, which is now 50-50. And in case you also have a disability to know better, here's an easier example. Fighting, winner, loser, wisecrack, boom! 50-50. Anyway, see how helpful it is? You may not resolve things, but at least you stop the argument. So how do you wisecrack? Well, first, there are 3 rules for that. First is that you gotta be sarcastic, open-minded, and sarcastic. Now, there are 4 types of argument. First is the regular argument, when you just see who wins. Second is the offensive argument, when he comes to you with an argument. Third is the defensive argument, where you come to him with an argument. Fourth is the jackass argument, where you guys just become Jack with the ASS. You know we can cancel the 4th one, there isn't actually any solution for that. Now, here are some actual things you will need to create a wisecrack. Sarcasm, your knowledge, made-up knowledge, references, and reflect. They're not actually things. By the way, when I say wisecrack, I don't mean like, I'm a wisecrack. I mean like, wisecrack. A combination of knowledge and intelligence mixed with equations real or made up to make you sound like a real intelligent brainstorm. Or wisecrack. Okay, so in the first type of argument, you're just gonna have a regular argument without either of you knowing who is going to succeed on knowing who is right. So I think all you need is your knowledge, made-up knowledge, and references. This is easy because you can start wisecracking at any time in the conversation. Just wait for the other person to stop talking, then you start your sentence always with the word you or you know. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but just find a way to try to do it. And that's how I thought that theory was through. You know, I think that... You really think that's... You son of a... Wait, why do you need to say you know? That's because when you say you know and say what you want to say, it makes you sound like you really want to share with him what you want to say, not becoming a selfish, defensive douchebag. Anyway, to wisecrack nicely without sarcasm, all you need to do is repeat what he just said and add some witty reference from some character in a show or a movie or a real person, saying that what he said is either true or interesting. You know, that is true. It's just like the saying, what you see isn't really what you saw. The more you look, the less you see. With great power comes great responsibility. Now, if those steps don't work, hang around for a bit. The next steps may be your plan B. Now, for argument type 2, this guy's gonna come out of nowhere looking for trouble and bursting your bubble. And you're probably gonna get pissed because he's pissed and he's yelling at you. Hey man, you left the fridge open last night. Now my hamburger's wet. What the hell's wrong with you? You let all the air out. Hey, what's your... Now, instead of angrily yelling back at him, you can start the wisecracking now to quickly prove him wrong. For this, you will need sarcasm, your knowledge, made-up knowledge, and its optional reflect. Hey man, you left the fridge open last night. Now my hamburger's wet. What the hell's wrong with you? You let all the air out. Wow. Good morning too. And for your information, I'm sorry about your hamburger, but I did not let the air out. I never let the air out. I let the cold out. And no, air is different from cold. Air is something that exists on the earth. It's gas. Cold is just a feeling of a person, an adjective. Therefore, I let the cold out. Now, it's easier to feed him bad information with your made-up knowledge after you feed him your knowledge. This only cheeses up things for your friend because with the real information he heard from you, he now distrusts you with say more legitimate things. And FYI, it's not my fault the refrigerator door flew open. It's gravity. Blame it on gravity. It was unstable gravity that opened the fridge door with the combination of space and time. He may end up still angry with you, but the good thing is that 50% of his thoughts thinks you're right and he just leaves you alone. Now for the last type of argument, the one when you're pissed, you're obviously going to use all the 5 options of wisecracking. Sarcasm, your knowledge, made-up knowledge, references, and reflect. And always remember these rules, only use sarcasm before and or after you spill your knowledge. Always use legit knowledge before using your made-up knowledge. And reflect always comes in the end with or without sarcasm. Dude, did you shut down the computer while I was still typing? Cause he didn't save it. Thanks a lot. Dude, it doesn't matter. No one cares. Just retype it again. Oh, no one cares? I don't think that no one cared if Einstein's assistant accidentally erased everything on the blackboard and said, it doesn't matter, recalculate it again. You think it's so easy retyping it? You think it's so easy for Magneto to go to Professor X to tell him to read his mind so he can rewrite his stupid story again? Why don't you try pulling the plug off Stephen Hawking to see if he can still type or communicate with you? Oh great, with all your yapping, now I didn't understand the whole episode. It doesn't matter. No one cares. Just rewatch it again. You only spill wisecracks after you say what you want to say in this argument. So if you're yelling, yell first and then wisecrack. And remember, what you're going to wisecrack about is how you're theoretically correct and he's just plain correct. Cool, huh? I do it all the time, that's why I know how to. And if you still don't know or understand how to wisecrack, here's a little step-by-step. To wisecrack, all you have to do is think of something similar or relating to your conversation. Use the ones that are witty or well known by the public. Then compare it to your ongoing conversation. Do anything to bring it to the point when he thinks you're right. Add more references, knowledge, sarcasm. If you prove your point 2 to 3 times, you can stop now because he already got the gist. And a little tip, keep a straight face. Don't let him think you're angry or enjoying it. If you repeatedly watch this video about 3 times, you will get and understand how I do a perfect wisecrack. Again, wisecracking isn't about being mean, it's about being fair. Well, fair enough for both of you to shut up. And don't worry, if someone does start an argument, it only encourages you to wisecrack even better. Oh yeah, and one more thing. No blaming me if you get grounded for wisecracking. Bye! To wisecrack, all you have to do is think of something similar or relating to your conversation. Then, all you have to do is think of something similar or relating